I'm on the movie, been the foundation. It's time to move. 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 Yeah, it's time to move. 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 Hey, it's time to move. It's time to move.
Hello, everyone. I'm D. What are you?
I'm R.
Okay. And together we are
DJR Union.
And today we're going to be going over Blue Bleach in Volume 2. So we're just going to jump right into things because we know people have been waiting to see what type of magic Blue Bleach is going to be bringing. And we're starting things off with Orihime. When this card... Oh, sorry. Let me just say real quick. 2 energy, 1 action, draw trigger, 3k BP, 1 energy generator.
Oh, good. Already good.
When this card is placed from your hand into the sideline by an ability on a blue Ichigo on the field, choose up to 1 Ichigo on your field. Wow, okay. Choose up to 1 Ichigo on the field. And it gains this character cannot be chosen by your opponent's character or trigger abilities until the start of your next turn. So some good protection on your Ichigo.
Honestly, that is some serious protection. What is her name of her ability? Something I reject? Going to reject these abilities from being triggered.
She's not rejecting Ichigo, that's for sure.
It's definitely not rejecting Ichigo.
Next up, we have another Orihime. 3 energy, 1 action, color trigger.
Oh.
2 energy generator, very good, 3k BP. When played, you may return 1 character on your field with 2 or less required energy to your hand. If you do, add up to 1 card with 2 or less required energy from your sideline to your hand.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Constant cycle of protection.
Constant cycle, yo, definitely.
Also, I do like that, because we did go over the raid Ichigo a little bit, and we saw that he has a lot of things that have stuff that is like just discarding stuff. So I do like that we know now that he's able to place this card into the sideline as well. Because at first it was just like Getsuga or Zangetsu stuff, but we're also able to put Orihime in the sideline. I'm glad to see that it has an ability where it doesn't have any field abilities. It's literally just its trigger and when it's discarded.
Yeah.
So I wonder if a lot of blue Ichigo deck is going to be focused like that. Like a lot of the cards are going to be, hey, I don't have a field effect, but I have an effect where when you discard me, I do something.
Exactly, like just all based on the discard effect, which I do like. And once again, it's like, as we discussed in one of our earlier videos, where it's like, I like that they're actually saying, hey, you're able to do more than just your basic 3 action plays based on the text of the card and what the card's effects are able to do versus just a simple, oh, here's Esper Sisters, I'm just going to restand all my AP and play more jump.
Yeah.
You're actually playing so that way you're not ignoring a crucial part or a crucial mechanic of the game, and you're just trying to, you have other means of being able to extend your plays,
right?
Which I love.
I love the creative workarounds instead of the kind of disrespectful, is what I would say.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's very nice. But yeah, this card really good. Just because of that other Orihime being able to be brought back and give extra protection, it's really good.
Oh, facts.
1 energy, 1 action, Kisuke Urahara. When played, draw trigger, by the way.
Oh,
I love it. I love it.
Draw triggers.
When played, look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Reveal up to 1 character card with no affinities, like the Orihime or the Ichigo, among them and add it to your hand. Place the remaining cards on the bottom of your deck in any order, and if you added a card to your hand, place 1 card from your hand into the sideline.
Exactly, and we do have cards that say, hey, when it's discarded, well, no, the Orihime is from a Ichigo effect.
Yeah, but hey, what if there's an Ichigo effect that searches that says place a card from hand to sideline? That would technically constitute an Ichigo effect discarding an Orihime card, which would then mean we can get the Orihime trigger off, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah, so really just sequencing how you sequence the deck.
Oh my gosh! The 0 energy Ichigo prize card. Draw 1 card, place 1 from hand to sideline. If you place the Orihime from hand to sideline, you protect an Ichigo.
Huh. How about that? Guess we answered our own question.
Very quickly, too. There it is! 2 energy, 1 action, Ichigo. Main phase, place 1 card from hand to sideline. Once returned, this character cannot be blocked by a character with 4k or more BP till end of turn. And at 3k BP, he's just not being blocked.
Yeah, he's just not being blocked at all.
Unless they were willing to lose a character.
I guess. Like they want to lose that character.
Yeah. 4 energy, 2 action, Ichigo. Let's see if the 2 is worth it. First things first, active trigger. And 4k BP. When played, choose up to 1 character with 4k or less BP on your opponent's front line and return it to hand.
Okay, so a bounce.
Not bad. It could work, especially if it's like a 2 action point card. They have to waste 2 more action points to get it out. On main phase, if he's on the front line, once per turn, draw a card, then place 1 card from your hand to the sideline.
All right, so discard engine.
A good way to get the Orihime your bounce constant protection up as well.
Exactly. So love to see it. All right, so it's not bad. It's all right. It's all right.
And here's that raid Ichigo that we did talk about in a much earlier video. When played, choose up to 2 characters with 2k or more BP on your opponent's front line, and they lose 1500 BP until the end of the turn. On main phase, once per turn, place 1 card with Zangetsu or Getsuga in its card name from your hand to the sideline, and if you do, draw a card and give this character 1k BP and the ability that when he attacks, draw up to 1 card until the end of the turn.
So basically just draw 2 cards.
Yeah.
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 You're basically just drawing 2 cards.
You draw a card, swing, draw a card.
Exactly. That's a lot of card advantage.
You draw 2 cards every turn because you just activate it once per turn. And it's not a hard once per turn, so if you have 2, you're drawing 4 cards every turn.
Exactly. So a really good way to refuel your hand after discarding so many cards.
That is if you have Zangetsus or Getsugas in your hand. How much energy are the Zangetsu and Getsugas in your hand going to be? Because if they're 2 or less, the Orihime are going to be able to fish them out from the sideline.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think there is one that's like a 2 energy, 1 AP.
We'll find out. We'll find out.
Ooh.
After we go past the all art Ichigo.
And oh yeah, there's only one.
Is that Chad?
That's Chad.
He's my Chad. You get to return a card, return a character on your field with 1 or less.
Again. Disrespecting the GOAT.
0 energy Zangetsu. When this card is placed from your hand into the sideline by an ability on a blue Ichigo on your field, that Ichigo Kurosaki may gain, cannot be blocked by a character with 3k or less BP until end of turn.
Well, there you go. There you go.
And you can constantly fish him back out with Orihime. Ganju Shiba. Yushiro Sakimune Shihoin. Yoruichi's brother.
Yeah.
Draw a card, trigger.
It's not Yoruichi.
But this is. Oh, wow, I was right! I called it! Let's go!
Heck yeah!
So, 4 energy, 1 action, Yoruichi. During your turn, this character gains 500 BP at 3500 BP. Putting her at 4k beater.
Okay.
Pretty nice. When played, if you have placed a card from your hand into the sideline this turn with Ichigo's abilities, that's happening every turn, play up to 1 blue character card with 1 or less required energy, 1 AP cost, and no affinities from your hand set to resting onto your field. Not bad. You can get a character onto the field.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely playing this Yoruichi.
Like Yushido, for example. Just a card to have on the field.
But I'm Yoruichi's going in my deck, alright?
Okay. Renji.
Trash. Next card.
Renji.
Trash next time. Actually, yeah, I got it back.
2 energy, 1 action. He is trash. No, I mean, not the card, but choose up to 1 character on your field with 2 or more base AP cost, and it gains impact +1. Draw trigger. This card's good.
Yeah.
Because they did reveal some of the cards that are going to be in blue, which is the Byakuya and Rukia, and we know that, or the Byakuya, which you know is 2 action points, so that Byakuya getting impact +1, kinda nice.
Kinda nice, not gonna lie.
Renji, 1 energy, 1 action. As you can see, during your turn, this character gets 500 BP for every character on your front line with 2 or more base AP cost. So, if you're running 3 of your 2 AP cost cards, congratulations, he's a 4k beater.
I guess, I mean...
But with 2500 base PP, he's getting clapped just like he is in the anime.
Exactly.
3 energy, 2 action Renji. Let's see if the 2 actions for this Renji is worth it. Nullify impact, really good. Get trigger, really good. 4k BP, really good. And a 1 energy generator, pretty mediocre. But when played, I mean, it's like run of the mill.
Yeah.
You may place 1 card from your hand into the sideline, and if you do, choose 1 of your AP cards and switch to active. So he becomes a makeshift 1 AP card.
Yeah, as long as you have a card to discard.
On your main phase, once per turn, if there's another character on your front line with 2 or more base AP cards, switch this character to active. So, play him, switch the AP cost to active, you already have a 2 AP card on the field, switch him to active, you're able to attack on that turn.
Not bad. Not bad. Like you said, you need more 2 AP cards on the field, but...
At least we know Byakuya is going to be a 2 AP card, but that's about it.
And yeah, because Byakuya does work with Rukia.
Let's see if we get more 2 AP cards. Byakuya, when active, generates energy. Yay.
Yeah, they wasted a good heart on that. Come on, man.
Right? 4 energy, 2 action Byakuya Kuchiki. When played, choose one of the following. 4K BP color trigger. Would you like to read off Byakuya, my friend?
I better be good. If Rukia Kuchiki has been played onto your field this turn, choose up to one of your AP cards to switch to active. Okay, so it basically becomes 1 AP. Reduce the AP of the next Rukia card you use from your hand this turn by 1. So not only can it become 1 AP, but it can also make your next Rukia card you cast free. And then when attacking, draw a card. So I guess for 2 AP, it's not bad. I can see this being played as a 4 of, because you have the potential to make it a 1 AP card.
Pretty good, pretty good.
Pretty good.
Rukia fodder.
We couldn't get a 0. We couldn't get a purple Rukia fodder, but we got 1 in blue. Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
2 energy, 1 action Rukia Kuchiki. When played, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal up to 1 card with 2 or more base AP card among them, add it to your hand, and then place the remaining cards on the bottom of your deck in any order.
So another good way to find either your Byakuya or your Renji, essentially.
Yeah. 3 energy, 1 action Rukia, generating 2 energy at 3k BP. When played, draw a card, place 1 from your hand to sideline. However, if there's a 2 or more base AP character on your front line, you may draw a card instead.
So basically, you don't have to sideline a card after you're drawing it, which is pretty good. Like you said, if you're going to be playing off that Byakuya, that's technically going to become just 1 AP. It makes it all the better, because now you can start really capitalizing off of it.
And then we have our Raid Rukia Kuchiki here. 4 energy, 1 action, 4k BP. When played, if she's on the front line, choose up to 1 character on your opponent's front line and switch it to resting. However, if it is your turn and there is a character with 2 or more base AP on your front line, switch it to resting. The chosen character remains set to resting until the character leaves the front line instead.
Why this couldn't be Bambietta? I do not know.
Love to see it.
Love to see it. Next card. We already know. It's the alt darts.
It's so good. I still love this ability. You switch to resting, and with a 2 or more instead, it just stays resting until she dies. It's so good. Nemo Kurotsuchi. 3 energy, 1 action. On the main phase, once per turn, sideline 1 character on your field with Kurotsuchi Corpse Unit affinity. If you do, look at the top 4 cards of your deck to reveal a Mayuri, a Nemu, or a Kurotsuchi Corpse Unit affinity card among them, and add it to your hand, and then place the rest on the bottom in any order.
So it's going to be 3 types of decks you can make from blue.
Yep. You got Rukia Byakuya, or Rukia Byakuya Renji, Ichigo Zangetsu, or Mayuri. Mayuri! 4 energy, 1 action Mayuri Kurotsuchi. When played, you may sideline 1 character on your field with Kurotsuchi Corpse Unit affinity, and if you do, choose up to 1 character on your opponent's front line with BP equal to or less than that character's BP, kill it, and then draw a card.
Alright, not bad. So not only able to kill a card, you're also able to draw a card as well.
Yep, you're able to pretty much get some good value.
Exactly, so you love to see it.
And Raid Mayuri. When played, choose up to 1 Nemo or Corpse Unit affinity card on your field. It will gain 1k BP and impact until end of turn. That's really good.
That's really good.
Not to mention on the main phase, on the front, if he's on the front line once per turn, which you can only activate this ability if a character on your field has been killed this turn, play a blue Nemu card with 1 AP cost, or 1 blue character card with Corpse Unit affinity and 1 AP cost from your sideline, set to resting onto your field.
So not only are you sacking it to gain more value, but you're just returning it back to the field once again. So you're rinsing, reusing, and recycling.
Yes. And the best part? It just says play 1 blue card with 1 AP. It doesn't say you have to have the required energy. So if you have no cards in your energy line and this ability triggers, you can still just put it onto the field.
Exactly. Free cards. Love free cards.
Alright, and here we are. We got some of the Corpse Unit characters. This one's in an Iran card. We got Charlotte. When sidelined, if it's your turn, choose up to 1 character on your opponent's front line, switch it to resting, and you can only activate this ability 1 time each turn.
Alright, so a resting mechanic when it dies, not bad.
Yeah. Better resting mechanic than that 1/0 cost in Yellow Bleach.
Yeah, definitely.
Tsurushi. When sidelined, draw a card.
Okay.
Dordoni. Alessandro. Del Socasio. During your turn, if another character on your field has been sidelined this turn, he gets 1k BP.
Alright, so more cards to put into the Moody deck.
Yeah. Loopy! When sidelined, place the top 2 cards of your deck into the sideline.
I could have sworn this man died in the anime. I'm pretty sure Grimjaw just rocked his world. Pause.
Yeah, the Corpse Unit.
Corpse Unit. So
Corpse.
Oh, they're already dead.
Yes.
Oh.
So yes, they are dead. He did get rocked.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Kinsei Murugu. When played, you may pay 1 AP, and if you do, place up to 1 Kinsei and Rojuro card from your sideline set to resting onto the field. You can only activate this ability 1 time each turn, and he has a color trigger. So, pretty decent. You get to, when you play him, pay 1 extra action point to get a second one of these onto the field. Could work out in your favor, since you're killing a lot of stuff anyways, so having them in your sideline and being able to bring them back constantly can have its benefits.
Exactly. So it's a good way to stall.
Alright, and here we are. We're moving over to the sites. We're done with the characters. First up, we have the Kurotsuchi Corpse Unit. Main phase, once per turn, sideline 1, Corpse Unit affinity character card on the field. Cool, I get to just kill something.
Okay, I take that.
On the main phase, switch to resting once per turn. You can only activate this ability if a character on your field has been killed this turn. All Nemu and Corpse Unit affinity cards on your field get 1k BP until the end of turn.
Not bad. So just flat out just kill a character and then activate, and then switch to resting to activate another effect.
Yep, everything gets buffed and is able to take on even more attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, hey, who gave you permission to yap away? So kill off 1 Corpse Unit affinity character on the field, and if you do, draw a card. Then play up to 2 blue character cards for the fulfilled required energy and 1 AP cost that are either Nemu or have Corpse Unit affinity from their sideline set to active onto your field.
Ah, that's a unique special trigger.
So you don't necessarily kill something on the opponent's field. Instead, you're just killing off 1 card on your field, activating a win sidelined ability, and then getting 2 cards from your sideline onto the field that probably have win played triggers or more win sideline triggers.
Pretty much so. No, honestly, that's a unique way. That's a unique way of how they building the Moody deck in Blue Bleach. So I'm actually kind of curious to see how this deck actually plays out. Another gimmick deck, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be very interesting. I think I'm gonna have fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
Getsuga Jujisho. All right, you get to choose for 3 energy, 1 action. Choose up to 1. Choose 1 character with 3,500 or less BP on your opponent's frontline and kill it. However, if this card is placed from your hand into the sideline by an ability on a blue Ichigo on your field, you may place 1 card from your hand on the bottom of your deck, and if you do that, Ichigo gets double attack until end of turn instead. So, it is either a 35 or less kill, or instead of paying the 1 action for this, you can activate the Ichigo trigger, not pay an action point, and give an Ichigo double attack at the price of putting a card on the bottom of your deck.
Not bad. Like I said, it just allows you that ability to be able to swing wide instead of swinging tall.
Yeah. Could be interesting. His name is Zangetsu. For 2 energy, 1 action, you get to draw 2 cards. But of course, he has an ability where if he's placed from your hand into the sideline by an ability on a blue Ichigo, you get to draw a card. And since this is 2 energy, it can be recycled with Orihime.
Orihime's effect, getting even more value from it.
Yep, so maybe that drawing 2 cards is drawing 1 card multiple times.
Exactly.
Haka no Tagame. Haka no Togame. 4 energy, 1 action. Choose a character with 3k or less PP on your opponent's frontline and sideline it, but if Rukia's on the field, it's 5k or less instead.
Okay, so this is, like I said, 3 kill cards in blue, so you're going to be able to build 3 decks with blue.
I like this because it's so cool, because you raid out the Rukia, you freeze 1 character on your opponent's frontline that won't be able to do anything whatsoever, no matter how hard they try, and then you're able to just drop your Haka no Togames multiple times and just kills things off while she's just frozen, or while your opponent is just frozen.
Just frozen in place. They can't do nothing. They stuck.
And unlike the anime, it doesn't even say that Rukia needs to stay, like Rukia can't attack or anything while the opponent's frozen. Because in the anime, we all know that she freezes with the opponent.
Exactly.
So being able to attack while the opponent's frozen is absolutely insane.
Actually bonkers.
And then last but not least, 3 energy, 1 action, Bankai. Choose up to 2 of your AP cards with an active final trigger.
I like how they're using Rukia's Bankai to do it.
I do think that she finally deserved it.
I think so too.
And yeah, that is the end of the blue card list.
Yeah, honestly, like I said, a lot of play on the whole discarding mechanic.
Yes.
A lot of discarding mechanic, a lot of sideline mechanic, a lot of having 2 AP or more mechanics in play. So it's a really unique way and unique perspective of going out how these decks play out versus your typical straightforward type of decks. So again, once again, I like how they taking the initiative to make different ways or utilize the different mechanics of the game versus just saying like, oh, you play a card, you get your advantage, you rinse and repeat, or let's just completely ignore a mechanic altogether and just do power creep that way. No, I like how they pushing the initiative to be like, hey, instead of just ignoring a mechanic, let's take the mechanics that are already in play and build upon those instead.
Yes, very much. And I do find it interesting that while we are in the color of blue, which is typically what I see when it's coming to like deck manipulation or hand manipulation and card draw and stuff like that, it's interesting to see that not only do we have that in the sense of the blue Ichigo, we're seeing some good board manipulation with Rukia and having the 2 AP cost cards on the field. But Mayuri being a card that deals with the sideline very heavily, not being put into purple, is a very interesting choice. And I kind of think it's very... I kind of like it because you're able to get that variety of seeing how blue could handle dealing with the sideline mechanic and stuff, because you're not just putting cards in the sideline, you're also going to be bringing the cards right back out into the field as well and getting good board manipulation as well instead of just sideline manipulation.
Yeah, so I think it's a more technical playstyle versus a more straightforward playstyle where it's like you kind of have to tweak your brain and actually use it a bit more than normal to figure out how to really capitalize off this type of deck.
Right. And yeah, I just really like it. I think that the blue side of things is going to be very impressive. It looks like with the amount of blue cards we got, it's going to be pretty much somewhat straightforward how you're going to be building some of the decks. The Mayuri deck, the Ichigo deck, the Rukia decks are all going to be pretty much straightforward ways of building the decks, but I feel like there is going to be a good amount of room for diversity in them, especially when October rolls around and we start getting the extra cards that will be benefiting blue and then purple and green as well.
Exactly, and like I was saying in an earlier video, where it's like, it's not like, oh, what do these cards do, how these cards play together. You can clearly see how these cards play together with each other, but you still understand there is some technical play that needs to be had, and there's that skill gap that needs to be obtained to be able to truly understand and maximize the potential of each deck. Which again, I love. It's straightforward, you understand what cards go where, but there's also that ceiling that needs to be hit for how to truly capitalize and bring out the true power of the deck.
Yes. And I can't wait to get my hands on these cards.
Yeah, once June rolls around, we're definitely going to be going broke.
Yeah, no, for real.
But other than that, like I said, you see what Bleach House is capable of. You also see what Black Clover is capable of. Let us know down below which one that you're more hyped for and which one you think is going to be the cream of the crop here. To me, I'm still going to put my money on Black Clover. It's going to be the one to really stand. Yeah. But like I said, I'll let you guys decide that down below.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you all for watching today's video. Stay tuned because we will be getting our hands on a couple of boxes for both of the sets, Black Clover and Bleach Volume 2. So yeah, thank you all for watching today's video. And with all that being said, I've been D.
I've been R.
And together we've been DJR
Union.